Day 4 started off with breakfast at the hotel. Since our hotel was slightly off the Camino path, following breakfast we made our way back to the Camino. However, before continuing our journey, we spent some time at the old castle ruins that are located in Barcelos. Exploring the castle, it was really cool to see the old architecture and the historical significance of the building, but one of the best parts is definitely the view from the castle ruin. Because of the strategic location that they used to build the castle, its elevated location overlooks the bridge and river that you cross to get to Barcelos, while also being able to look at some of the city as well. Following our exploration of the castle, we continued along the Camino, walking through the town of Barcelos. Walking through the town itself was actually really special, as it was one of the first major towns that we walked through since leaving the coastal route and crossing over to the central portion. Continuing on the Camino and making our way through town, we noticed a gradual shift as the stone buildings slowly gave way to green farmlands and beautiful vineyards.
When you're older, I'm gonna miss the way you play with toys. Your little voice, the way you smile, every single noise. The years go so fast, I wanna make them last. Slow down, don't grow up, never forget my love. You could be anything that you wanna be. Find love, have kids, make a family. You could even be a scientist, I never would've guessed it. There'll be days when you wanna give up on it. My love, stay strong, you were made for this. I'm glad I have a front seat to you growing up on me. When you're older, I'm gonna miss the way you say my name. Saying daddy all the way to 7th grade. The years go so fast, I wanna make them last. Slow down, don't grow up, never forget my love. You could be anything that you wanna be. Find love, have kids, make a family. You could even be a scientist, I never would've guessed it. There'll be days when you wanna give up on it. My love, stay strong, you were made for this. I'm glad I have a front seat to you growing up on me. Ooh. My love stays strong, you were made for this. I'm glad I have a front seat to you growing up on me. To you growing up on me.
There's so many amazing things about walking the Camino, one of which is undoubtedly meeting incredible people from all over the world with diverse backgrounds and different cultures. That being said, I did find a certain level of peace in the solitude. There were stretches of the Camino where we were fortunate enough for it to be less crowded, where it was really just us and our group walking. Early on, for those first couple of days, there's still a level of excitement and energy that comes with being on your first couple of days on the Camino. And when you get towards the latter half of your journey, those last couple of days, you have the excitement of finally coming up on the culmination of your journey and arriving at Santiago. But there were stretches in between those 2 points for me where those middle days on the Camino, it was very easy to complain. Either I was too hot, I was too tired, my feet were hurting, whatever it may have been. And a lot of times I'd allow that to put me in a bad mood, whether it was for 5-10 minutes or whether it was a couple of miles. Having those negative thoughts could have easily negatively impacted my Camino. As the days progressed on our Camino, I try to use those times of solitude to shift from negative thinking to really focusing on how lucky I was to be in the position that I was at. I was fortunate enough to be in a new country, exploring new things, with people who cared about me and able-bodied enough to be able to walk that far. That shift in mindset really allowed me to enjoy the Camino and be present in the moment, shifting my perspective from, oh, my feet hurt, poor me, to allow me to think, my feet hurt because I was able to walk this far. Reflecting on this now, that lesson taught me a lot about my mental fortitude. However, it would be far from the only thing I learned along this Camino.
On the bottom, and you pinch it and push it up, and you suck it out.
Oh, dang. Let's see. Don't get angry. Lean forward.
Keep pushing it up.
You left a bunch of stuff in there.
I'm going back for round 2.
Did you get most of yours on round 1?
No.
I did. I got all mine on round 1.
Teaching the boy how to eat kiwi. Mel and I played it safe and we had a banana and a pear.
Oh, good.
Good, huh?
Tonight I leave familiar for the great unknown. Got a couple broken arrows and my hair is grown since you saw me last, talking on an old flip phone. Today I shed the skin of who I used to be. Got Sinatra on a 45, I'm buzzing like a bee. Just hoping you'll come fly with me. I took a Greyhound down to Georgia, then a rental up to Maine. But how I hope for California in the spring. down to Nashville, in Carolina in my mind. But I hope for California one more time. Open road now, gonna find a place where my heart hits the ground. Do you remember me? We haven't talked in a while. How you used to dream before you gave up your smile. When you were young and free, built castles in the air. I wanted to find you, I'm here to remind you, no matter how hard it gets, the years and the tears you spent are worth it all. It's worth it all. Don't have to live with regrets. Look up and lift up your head and stand up tall. Don't sleep on your dreams. But tell me, can you see what you've known all your life? When your head's in the clouds, it's right in front of your eyes. You've been pushed and pulled till it's hard to believe. Oh, but I know that you're gonna be going where you're meant to be. No matter how hard it gets, the years and the tears you spent are worth it all. It's worth it all. Up your head and stand up tall. Stand up tall. Don't sleep, just bring it to life. Work through the night. Give it some time, oh, the future is bright. Don't turn away, 'cause you're gonna break through child. No matter how hard it gets, the years and the tears you spent are worth it all. It's worth it all. Don't have to live with regrets. Look up and lift up your head and stand up tall. Stand up tall. Don't sleep on your dreams. No, don't sleep on your dreams.
Day 4 was one of our longest days on the Camino thus far. Despite that, one thing I was looking forward to the entire day was staying at Casa de Fernanda. My parents, who had done the Camino 2 years prior, stayed at Casa Fernanda's based on reviews that they saw on Facebook and YouTube. When it came time to plan this trip 2 years later, one thing that they were adamant about was staying at Casa Fernanda's if we had the opportunity. Knowing how popular it is, we booked well in advance and we were fortunate enough to stay there. The fun, the food, but most importantly, the family atmosphere that Fernanda creates really makes it feel like you're staying with family and you're not really at an albergue. Staying there was so unique and memorable that it really left a lasting impression on me. Not to sound like an ad, but if you're planning a Camino along the central variant, I highly recommend staying at Casa de Fernanda's.